Welcome back to online class. This is Mr. Nagaraju from BGS Agalgurki, Chikkaballapur. Dear children, in the last class, we learnt about the lesson, the enchanted pole. So, in this lesson, how the four brothers were those Nakula, Sahadeva, Arjuna, and Brahma, when they came to the fatal pole, how they were terribly drowsy and their appearance like a dead. We have learnt all those things, children. Is it, children? Let us continue the lesson in the next paragraph. So, after that, uh, only one person was alive. That is, can you guess, children, who is that? Yes, is nothing but a Yudhishthira. So, puzzled and worried that his brothers had not returned, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction. So, after that, the four members also, the great heroes, hasn't returned for a long time. So, here Yudhishthira was puzzled. What's underline the word, children? Puzzled. What's the meaning of puzzled? A puzzled means caused to feel confused. So, he was too much of confused. Who was confused, children? Yes, Yudhishthira was confused and worried that his brothers had not returned. So he was confused and worried. Why he was confused and worried? Because the brothers did not return for a long time. Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction. Why did Yudhishthira proceeded himself in the direction, children? Because he wanted to look after his brothers and moreover he wanted to quench his thirst. So he wanted to himself proceed in the direction his brothers had taken. When he came near the pool, he saw his brothers were lying on the ground. Let us say, children, when Yudhishthira came to the fatal pool, so he saw his brothers were lying like appearance like a dead. Is it, children? So to all appearance dead, he was shocked. When he saw those people, he was shocked, and he got into the pool and quench his thirst. So after that, just he wanted to too much of thirsty because he wandered deep into the forest in a pursuit of a day, so he was quench his thirst. And let us come to children next paragraph. At once a voice without warned him when he was going to drink a water. Again the bodiless voice or a unseen foe or a voice give the warning to the Yudhishthira also. So let us, what was, children? Your brothers died because they did not heed my words. Do not follow them. Answer my questions first and then quench my your thirst. This pool is mine. Again the voice was given the warning to the Yudhishthira when he was going to drink a water in the pool. So what was the warning? It was given by to the Yudhishthira. Yes, your brothers died. Your brothers whose brothers were died here, children? Yudhishthira's brothers were died near the pool because why? They did not heed my words. They are careless my words. So they do not follow them. Do not follow them. Answer my questions. So you are a quite intelligent and you do not follow them. So first, before going to quench his thirst, answer to my questions. And so this is the warning given by the unseen foe or a bodiless voice. To whom? To the Yudhishthira. This pool is mine. Make it underline, children. So who is the speaker here? Yes, the bodiless voice or a unseen foe is the speaker here. To whom was it to said? It was said to the Yudhishthira. It was said to the Yudhishthira. Coming to the next paragraph, children. Yudhishthira knew that these could be none other than the words of Yaksha and guessed what had happened to his brothers. So after that, Yudhishthira knew that these could be none other than the words of Yaksha. So when the Yudhishthira heard the warning from a unseen foe, he could realize it that himself, that is the words is nothing but a Yaksha. That is the words nothing but a Yaksha. And guessed what had happened what had happened to his brothers. In a very short time, he realized that and he was guessed what will happen to his brothers. And he saw a possible way of redeeming the situation. So make it underline, children. He saw a possible way of redeeming the situation. Who does he refer to? He referred to Yudhishthira. He saw a possible way. So what is a possible way of redeeming? What's the meaning of redeeming? To save. What's the meaning of redeeming, children? Redeeming means save to his brother. So here Yudhishthira thinking himself the redeeming way of his brothers in this situation, in this situation. He said to the bodiless voice, he said to the bodiless voice. Who replied, children? Yes, Yudhishthira replied. Who does he refer to? Yes, Yudhishthira only. Please ask your questions. Make it underline, children. This is very, very important extract. Please ask your questions. Who is the speaker here, children? Yes, Yudhishthira is the speaker. To whom was it said? It was said to the bodiless voice or a unseen foe or a voice. So the voice put questions rapidly, one after another. When Yudhishthira told him to the bodiless voice, just you ask the question, I will answer. Then the bodiless voice posed the questions rapidly, one after another. So what are the questions arised by the Yaksha to the Yudhishthira, children? Let us come to the first one. He asked, what makes the sun shines every day? The first question asked from the bodiless voice. So what makes the sun shines every day? Dear children, every day we have seen the sun, isn't it, children? So how it was shines? It was asked by Yaksha. Then Yudhishthira replied, the power of the god. Even the sun, moon, it we wanted to shine, or whoever the things are alive in the world, if we wanted to shine, it is nothing but a power of the god. So for that sake, we used to say that God is omniscious, omnipresent, and sarvashakta ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ because of the reason, the power of the god. So coming to the next question, children. What rescues man in danger? So what rescues? What's the meaning of rescues, children? First understand. Rescues means save from dangerous. What rescues man in danger? So when we will get a danger, Yudhishthira quickly answered, courage. Definitely, children. If we lose the courage, definitely we met the danger. For example, children, I'll give you an example. If a tiger was attacked me, if we are covered, what we can do, children, at the time? If we have a dare, if we have a courage, we can face the tiger face to face. Is it, children? If it doesn't have a dare, definitely it is not possible. So Yudhishthira replied very soon, that is courage. So, and what rescues man in danger, children? Yes, courage. What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? Let us, children, try to understand a question. What is more nobly sustaining? What's the meaning of sustaining? Means strengthen than the earth. So we are living in the earth. The earth is having a strength. So what is greater strength than in the earth? It was asked by a bodiless voice to the Yudhishthira. What was that, children? What is the great strength which was than in the earth? That is, Yudhishthira replied, the mother who brings up the children. Isn't, children, our parents and every parents give birth to our children? Is it, children? That was the greatest strength than in the earth, children. Than in the earth. And let us come to the next question, children. What is faster than wind? What is faster than wind? You will be able to answer very easily, children. What is that? Yudhishthira replied, mind is the faster than the wind. Can you guess, children, why? How it is? Yes. For example, if it is a wind, it is surrounding us only. Is it, children? Is it, children? And just to think about your mind, have you seen the Majestic? So there are many flyovers are there, no? Yes, that is a fraction of second. Immediately, our mind should be thinking about the flyovers which was in the Majestic. Is it, children? And many other further places. So for that sake, he gave a nice answer to the Yaksha. That is nothing but a mind is a faster than wind. Is it, children? And coming to the next question, children. What befriends a traveler? What befriends a traveler? What's the meaning of befriends? A befriends means nothing but a good friend or whatever it may be. Make a friends with or a good friend for a traveler. Yes, of course, learning. Until the death we are a learner, children. Even though while we are going to death, at that time also we are learning. Can you guess what was that? We know how we are going to death. That was also going to learning. So for that sake, what befriends a traveler? Learning. Who is the friend of one who stays at home? Who is a friend? One who stays at home along with our life. She will come. That is nothing but a wife. Yudhishthira replied, that is a wife. So one more important question is asked, children. Who accompanies a man in death? When a man dies, along with the man. So which one is going along with the man? So accompanies, what's the meaning of accompanies? Go along with. When a person dies, which one is go along with him? Yes, Yudhishthira answered, Dharma. Could you agree, children? How is it that alone accompanies that soul in its solitary journey after a death? A death, a solitary journey means nothing but a loneliness. So whenever if you following the any other dharmas, so the dharma teaches us good things. So that what we are learn and what we are given to our country, it is nothing but a dharma. It is nothing but a dharma. So Yudhishthira answered nicely that question. And coming to the next question, children, which is the biggest vessel? Yeah, we have seen many vessels, no? Which is the biggest vessel? Yudhishthira replied, the earth, which contains all within itself, it is the greatest vessel. So, why Yudhishthira replied the earth is the greatest vessel? How, children? Because everything's contained within the earth only, so it is the biggest vessel. So, we consider it as a planet, we consider it as a vessel. Is it, children? Yeah. And coming to the next question, children, it is very, very important question. What is happiness? Tell me, children, how you are going to lead your life with a happiness, children? Has Yudhishthira replied, happiness is the result of a good conduct. How, children? How, children? Yes, when Yaksha asked a question to the Yudhishthira, what happiness was, Yudhishthira replied that happiness is the result of a good conduct. Is it true, children? Of course, children, is it true? If our conduct is good, definitely we move towards happiness. We should be needy, but not for greedy. We should be needy, children, but not for greedy. When we desire for more, our conduct is corrupted, and so we have to face manly problem. Is it, children? When we desire for more, our conduct, it is corrupted, and so we have face manly problems, children. So for that sake, Yudhishthira given a nice answer. Happiness is the result of good conduct. Coming to the next question, children. What is that abandoning which man becomes loved by all? So if a person, how we are going to love him? Whenever we are going to love him, everybody should love him. How? Because when the person was abandoning means give up, left it or leave it. So what is that thing we wanted to leave to become loved by her? That is nothing but a pride, garva. And for abandoning that, man will be loved by all. If we remove the prideness, that is ego-ness, definitely everyone should be loved for us. Coming to the next question, children. What is the loss which brings joy and not sorrow? Try to understand question, children. What is the loss which brings joy and not sorrow? It means if we lost something in our life, so it brings a joy, but it is not at all causes to the sorrow. Can you guess what is that? Yes, nothing but a anger. So many times, many people throughout the world, so unknowingly they are already raised their temper. So it is causes to the sorrow. And so Yudhishthira replied, anger, give it up. We will no longer be subjected to sorrow. Definitely, if we remove the anger, definitely we are going to success in our lives, and we will never meet any sorrow in our lives, children. Is it, children? And coming to the next question, children. What is that by giving up which man becomes wealthy? So try to understand what is that thing by giving up which one if we give the person, a man becomes wealthy. Yes, that is nothing but a desire. The human beings have an undesirable wants, isn't it? If we left it, definitely we are succeeded. So I have remembered, children, every KSRTC bus in the first seat they are written about a DVG slogan which was in Kannada. ಬಾರನೆಂಬುದನ್ನು ಬಿಡು ಹರುಷಕ್ಕಿದೆ ದಾರಿ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಹರುಷಕ್ಕಿದೆ ದಾರಿ. It means what are the things we have in our lives. We have to live with happily about those things. We should not be think about ಹಾಸಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಷ್ಟು ಕಾಲು ಚಾಚು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, like that. And coming to the next one, children. What makes one a real Brahman? It is birth, or it is good conduct, or it is learning. Answer decisively. Decisively means I produce a definite result. I need a definite result. What makes one a real Brahmana? Either we are considered the Brahmana, is it from birth, or it is from good conduct, or is it from a learning? So let us see the answer of Yudhishthira. Birth and learning do not make one a real brahmana. So the brahmana, it is not at all coming from a birth or a learning. So it is in a good conduct alone does. Whenever the person was going to do the good things or a happiness or who try to help others, he is a real brahmana. It is not at all from birth or it is not at all from learning, is not a brahmana. And however learned a person may be, he will not be a brahman, he will not be a brahman. So even if a person learnt a many things, he was not at all a brahman, and he will not be a brahman if he is a slave to bad habits. Then who is the real brahmana? The real brahmana is one who does not follow the slave of a bad habits, definitely is a real brahmana. According to this, who is the real brahmana, children? One who does not slave a bad habits, definitely we called him as a real brahmana. Is it, children? So like this, Yaksha asked a many questions to the whom? To the Yudhishthira. Coming to the last question, children. What is the greatest wonder in the world? It is very very important question, children. Everyone should understand, and moreover, this pandemic situation could understand this one. Everyday men see the creatures depart to Emma's abode, and yet those who remain seek to live forever. This verily is the greatest wonder. So, when Yaksha asked a question, which is the greatest wonder, at the time Yudhishthira replied that everyday men see the creatures depart to Yama's abode. Many of the peoples were died, isn't it, children? So we are met the those who are died, they are going towards the Yamas, and those who remain, it means those who are alive, to seek forever, they are living a forever. This is a verily is the greatest wonder. It means if we are not at all died on that day, we happily we are going to say that that is the greatest wonder. We don't know, children, at what fraction of second our life will be gone, isn't it, children? So like that, if we are alive, that is the greatest wonder. That is a greatest wonder. Like that, thus the Yaksha posed questions and Yudhishthira answered them all. So Yaksha rapidly asked a question. Each one, Yaksha is nothing but a bodiless voice or a unseen foe. And so Yudhishthira answered them all the questions with a nice answer, with a gentle answer. And let us in this class we learnt about that how the Yaksha asked a questions, how Yudhishthira answered all those questions with a gentle answers. So this is, we are not at all learn about a lesson, we have to adapt in our life, children. Definitely if we are adapted all those things answered by the Yudhishthira, we will success in our life, children. So this is the lesson, which is the enchanted poem, which is written by Rajagopalachari. In the next class, children, let us see how the boon was issued by the Yaksha to the Yudhishthira. Let we discuss in the next class, children. And so what are the hard words in this lesson? You have to write down and send through the WhatsApp, children. I will send the notes also. You will write the notes, and if you have any doubts, definitely have to call me, children. So once again, thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev. Stay safe. Stay home. Live with a happily along with your family. Thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev, children.